Many Sky fans were asking if the Chicago Sky would hold on to both their picks in the 2025 draft. We now have the answer to that. The Sky have traded the number 3 overall pick for two-time All-Star Ariel Atkins. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm one of the hosts here, Hayes, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chicago Sky Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, this is unexpected. The Chicago Sky have traded the number 3 overall pick in the 2025 draft to the Washington Mystics for two-time All-Star Ariel Atkins. Now, this is surprising, and I know that a lot of Sky fans are not going to be feeling this at all, and I understand it. I am not a fan of this trade. Not to say that it can't work out. I mean, Ariel Atkins is a two-time All-Star, and the Sky were trying to add some talent, but to me, looking at this move, this does not really, and I don't know if this is fair to say, it doesn't really raise the ceiling for the Sky to me. Now, here's the thing. The Sky still hold another pick in the first round in this draft where they very well could find their point guard. Ariel Atkins is a shooting guard that's averaged 14 points per game last season, right? And so very well, maybe it just turns into something else when it comes down to it. But this comes off the back of Sanya Citron having an amazing game last night. And now you move on from her for potentially drafting her to draft a smaller player in Ariel Atkins, who's 28 years old, is really advancing your timeline a whole lot. At this point, I would have rather just kept Kennedy Carter. Now, I know Kennedy is smaller than Ariel Atkins. She doesn't have the accolades that Ariel Atkins has brought yet. But this is just, I look at this and I have a lot of questions about what this means for the Chicago Sky. Citron literally was just balling out. The optics of this are terrible, right? Because Chicago Sky fans just started relaxing in the mindset that Sanya was probably going to be the pick there at number 3. We weren't going to get Olivia Miles. And then after a game where Citron absolutely balls the hell out, you now trade for a player that is 7 years older, right? Let's be clear here. Ariel Atkins is 7 years older. You had an opportunity to build a young core full of four first-round picks with number 3, number 10 to add to Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese. And this is what you do. No Olivia, no Sanya Citron. I do not understand this move at all. And I had just recently started saying that Jeff Pagliosha was making some decent moves. But now I don't know what this means for the Sky. I'm gonna be clear here. I don't know what this means. Honestly, this is one of those moves where Jeff Pagliosha better be damn sure that this works out. Because if we look at Ariel Atkins scores 15 points per game next season and the Sky missed the playoffs and Sanya Citron comes into the league averaging more points and balling out, you better goddamn well make sure that is the pick there, man. This better work out. Yeah. That's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't understand what this makes at all. This makes no sense to me. We just handed Sanya Citron to the Washington Mystics and have taken their aging former All-Star, right? I want to be clear. She is an All-Star, two-time All-Star. But come on, man. We're helping the Washington Mystics jumpstart their rebuild, where we're actually hurting our own rebuild, right? I think this is the type of move that you make if you have a high pick, but you already have a team that's already a playoff team. This doesn't make any sense to me where the Sky are right now. This makes no sense. And again, maybe I'm undercutting what this move is. Angel Reese has already tweeted out that she's in favor of this trade. So, that is for what it is. But this on paper right now, this doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe they also switch picks and we got number 4. At least then it'll just chill the chance. That's not what's been reported as of yet. So if that comes out later on, let's see. No, it looks like we're just getting Ariel Atkins. It looks like we're just getting Ariel Atkins via what's been reported so far. If that changes, we'll update it. But as it stands right now, we traded number 3 overall for Ariel Atkins, and now the Washington Mystics have the number 3 and the number 4 overall picks in this draft. That's what this looks like. That's what's been reported as of right now. No pick swaps. Hey, yo, I wish Steve-O was available right now because I know Steve-O will be going. Oh, Steve-O's loading in. I'm going to put on my headphones. Steve-O's loading in. Yeah, Courtney Vandersloot is older, but the thing is that Courtney Vandersloot signed as a vet minimum signing. You're not giving up a top 3 pick to bring in Courtney Vandersloot. And we knew that Courtney Vandersloot was coming in to be the veteran point guard, not necessarily to change the whole direction of the team, right? So that's a little bit of a different stance there. I get what you're saying, but it's a little bit different there. Number 3 pick is wild. Yeah, if this was number 10, okay, we can have a conversation there, right? The Chicago Sky front office thinks they can do. That's what this type of move is. This is a move that is acting as if it's like we're a contender and we're really not. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They gave up a 27 pick swap too. Did they? Oh, man. They really believe in Ariel Atkins. They really believe in Ariel. And like I said, if this works out, I'll shut the hell up. But as it stands right now with what we know, I listen, I'm not for this deal at all. To me, right? Sky's messing up big time off with GM head. It's mad questionable move. Ariel struggled so much to score these past 2 seasons. Hey man, listen. I don't know. I can't say she necessarily struggled the past 2 seasons. She had the highest scoring season of her career last year. If I'm not mistaken, let me go back and look. It's still a wild trade though. Either way, it's a wild trade. This draft isn't that deep. Page is the only guarantee. No, that's just not true. I'm sorry. I don't know how much actual college basketball that you watch, but that's just not true. This is a very deep draft, an extremely deep draft. Slim became more of a threat on offense. Nobody is scared of AA, and we are now on a timetable to lose 5 if we aren't careful. Exactly, right? And that's what this looks like. Is that this is a move that jumpstarts your rebuild a few years that you just didn't need to jumpstart right now. Now, let's say that the Sky after drafting number 3 and number 10 in this draft, that the team goes on a run or whatever. Maybe they make it in the playoffs and get eliminated round 1 or barely miss out. And you look at it and say, hey, do we really want to add more young talent or do we now want to add a vet? Right? That's the type of move that you make then. Yes, 27 pick and a swap also. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Hey, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Jeff not trusting the process to build through the draft. You can't rebuild in 1 year, stay the course. Well, it's too late now. It's too late. It's too late now. If anything, I thought they would try to swap with Seattle by giving them 2nd round pick to move up 1 spot. And see, that's the type of move that would make sense, right? But man, the Sky basically did the same thing. The Sparks. You're right on that. Right on that one. Wow, Citron was balling today too. I know Seattle's going after Olivia Miles, so I gave up on that one. That's why I thought Citron may be in consideration. And I love the concept of adding Citron to this team, right? I love it. It's man, that's crazy. They just jumped. Yeah, they completely jump started the Mystics rebuild. They gave the Mystics a shot in the arm that they didn't have to give them. And Angel Reese is tweeting out "Go Sky." I'm looking at it now. Angel Reese is for this. So hey, Chuck Miner says no. Hayes, what are we doing? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea, man. We will make the playoffs. If you have not watched her play, you would think this is a bad move. The Sky will be better and have a better locker room, especially now that CC's gone. No, you can't say that. Adding a 14 point per game score does not guarantee that this team's going to be in the playoffs. Now, with Tyler Marsh, better coaching, a better game plan with how you use your bigs, they could definitely contend for a playoff spot, right? But it's not about if it just makes you better on paper right now. You jump started you jump started your rebuild by at least 5 years with this move. So Angel's tweeting out favor. Angel's in favor of this move. So, you know, Sparks and Sky both giving up their picks for in the prime guards. Oh, Steve-O's here. What up, Steve-O? How you feeling, brother?
All right. I know it's a lot of panic going around and y'all not understanding this move.
Go ahead.
But I want to take you back to a time when we wasn't getting Kennedy and we started moving everything away. I said, "What are we doing?" And he was like, "We're rebuilding." And I was like, "But that's not what we did to start this whole thing off with Jeff. We started we made a plan in place with the current team that we had, and Angel and Camilla and some other people was a part of that." So with that being said, everything that happened with this year, we was this close from making the playoffs. We was this close. If we didn't get injured, if Kennedy didn't get sick, we was this close from making it. So I'm sitting here like, okay, why? What GM period goes from playoffs to okay? We just need to completely scratch this shit and rebuild. I'm like, you can do that, but no GM does that. So for everybody that's going off like Erica for 3, she's an all-star guard. That's what you put. You pay premium price for an all-star guard. That's what it is. But I told y'all this team was kind of not really built as a flush it rebuild team. We wasn't that team. So we kind of retooling. It's the Bulls way. We're retooling. And with this the thing. I've learned is that we really can't pay too much attention to next year. Everybody signed a 1-year deal.
That's true.
This whole league is about to look completely different in 2 years. So as of right now, are we confused? Yeah, a little bit. But I don't see this as a terrible move. It's not terrible. It's questionable.
Here's the thing where when you say something like you're clearing the deck to set we were in the middle of a rebuild. So like I don't get your logic there. Now understanding and what you're saying is that with better health and things, we could have been contending for a playoff spot. We were on the path to look like we were going to be making the playoffs. But here's my thing, and I asked you on this one though, Steve-O. All right, but does this move make us now to where you think we can make it out the first round?
No, but I'm not I'm not thinking about next year. I'm
talking about this season. Do you think we can make it out the first round?
That's what I'm saying. This season, I'm not really thinking about this season because it's almost like a wash. Everybody that just signed to a new team is a 1-year deal. We traded for Atkins, so we have the opportunity to actually send another contract through. And Ariel is fucking worth it. She bust our ass every time we played her. 28 is not old. And it's just not.
I get what you keep going. I'm not talking about where the signing deals or how long they last, but I'm asking you now, like, is making the playoffs, and you just said that you don't feel like we can make it out. We're not necessarily guaranteed to make it out the first round. And that's my question is making this move to not make it out the first round when we could have, and this is all theoretical, with keeping number 3 and number 10, if we made the right picks there, still could have contended for that same playoff spot.
Yes.
But then we're a much younger team.
I get what you're saying, but I also told you, as much as I told you I'm sold on Sonya, it was never as a franchise type of player.
So
So,
Ariel Atkins is a franchise type player to you?
hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. 100%. Especially if you're going to lose a Kennedy. Now, like I said, I think a lot of people are stuck going, okay, Sonya was this, that, third. Sonya Ball, I think she has a lot of upside, but I don't see Sonya running the team. I don't see her running the team, and we pretty much know who's going to be running this team right now. So, looking at fit on this team right now next year, Courtney, Ariel, question that who's going to be at 3, but now you got a bench. We gonna have one of the even if we're not one of the best starting teams in the league, we're gonna rival with one of the best benches in the league now, especially at the guard position.
I don't see that, but hey, I would love to be wrong. That's I'm not saying that you're wrong either. I'm just saying I don't necessarily see it as that. I mean, now your starting backcourt's probably going to be Sloot and Ariel Atkins, right?
That's nasty. I'll tell you that right now.
We still don't know necessarily who's going to be starting at the 3 for
That's the
sure
question.
yet.
Yeah, that's the question.
And that's still something we can still address with number 10. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
Hey, I'm looking at we watched the same game tonight. Rivers gonna be at 10.
Who's
Sanaya
gonna be at
Rivers gonna be at 10. Just saying.
Who?
Sanaya, isn't it Sanaya Rivers? Am I saying the name right? From from NC State.
You don't think that's a bit of a reach? She's slated to go in the second round.
That's a diamond. That's a Diamond Miller type of player right there.
Okay. All right.
I think the problem is that shot need hella work. That's what it is. That shot need hella work. But the handle, the athleticism, the length that she has, if she develop a shot, that's another Rakia. That's how much faith I have in her. And I thought that's why she was going to be a top pick this year, because she was going to work on that shot. She didn't. And she got a better team around her this year as well. So that's my thing. Like, it ain't the best move. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I saw Ariel coming here and that being the 3rd pick. But I've told y'all, if we not get Olivia, I don't care about. There is nobody at 3 that I think is worthy at 3 that we can get, honestly. Like, if we had the 5th pick, 6th pick, go get Sonya. 3rd, I'm still like,
Okay. The Mystics now have number 3, number 4, and number 6. Man, they about to have a nice. They about to build some young talent there. So
I mean, you can say that, but they ain't build the team yet. They're like they've been rebuilding for a minute now, and Elena Donadon messed that up as well.
Yeah.
So, like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, we kind of helped them, but they still got to make the right choice. They still got to make the right pick. I'm not completely sold that with the ascension of Olivia Edwards, if Sonya is even the person they go with for 3. Be honest with you.
We'll see. I mean, they have control of the 3, 4, and 6 now, so they got a lot of flexibility in what they're going to do there.
And for everybody saying Citron had a higher ceiling than Atkins, no, she didn't. I don't think y'all.
I mean, I think it's by the nature of if anybody who's as young as 21, you're going to look at it as like the ceiling being as high as the moon. But I mean, Ariel Atkins is what, a 2-time All-Star, WNBA champion, and an Olympian,
and coming off of one of our best years.
Yeah. So
like I go at all these people that I understand it's high, it's confusing. Just go back and watch them games against the Wizards. You ain't gonna be mad. You're not gonna be mad after a while.
The Wizards.
The Wizards. They are the Wizards, damn it, basically.
But hey, I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see. I'm not as high on it as you are, but we'll see how it works out.
Now, is it true that we gave up 27 swaps?
Yeah, 27 pick swaps.
Now that's dumb as fuck. That's a draft. You should be like, hell no. That draft too damn deep.
Yeah.
That's my only problem.
So the way that it works is that we traded number 3 and we got Ariel Atkins. We sent number 3 and the 2027 first round pick swap and our second round pick in 2027 as well.
I'm not mad at. I'm not that mad at this trade.
Okay.
Like I was really worried if like Kia Nurse was our 2 guard. Like I did not want to see that shit. I didn't. Like as a backup, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This bench is gonna be decent. E Will possibly coming off the bench too, along with Michaela Onwere, Rachel Banham, Rebecca Allen.
I'm definitely not high on Rachel Banham. I don't give two shits about Rachel Banham.
I don't, but I'm just saying, with Rachel being the only 3-point shooter on that team, she got Rebecca next to her now. That can help her. That can help her as well.
Olivia was not filling her possible landing spot in Seattle. Yeah, but she doesn't control that. Like I get, and I see people saying that she may not come out in the draft, but for all she knows, it could be Seattle right back there.
Yeah. So I feel like because it's such a high pick, I'm telling you, outside of the top 2, everybody else is not a guaranteed lottery pick to me. Sonya is nice. I like Sonya as a player. I really do. She made an even more believer out of me today. But that was as a helpmate. Not when you drafted somebody in top 3, that's a franchise changer. Sonya franchise.
That's not necessarily true, bro. Not
is.
No, it's not, bro. Top 3s aren't always franchise changers, but they are damn good players that you can definitely build with.
In the WNBA and these new drafts.
So you're saying that Ariel Atkins to you is a franchise changer?
Yes.
Okay.
She was a franchise changer when she got drafted. They just didn't build around her.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. But hey, me and Steve will sit on opposite sides of the fences on this one. We'll see once the season rolls around.
I'm confused, bro. I've been dealing with a headache all day. You text me, I was like, then I seen live. I said, "What the fuck going on?" I started watching. I said, "Whoa, that's a trade."
Bro, I don't see the point of giving up a first round pick, a pick swap, and the second. You couldn't hold on to the second round pick.
That like I'm 100% with you. That second, I'm like, ouch. That's a little that hit. I'm telling you. Ariel was like that.
We shall see, my brother. You got a lot of faith in Ariel Atkins more than what I do.
The proof in the pudding. Like I just said, go watch the games she played against us.
The proof's in the pudding. They were sitting there right there with us trying to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, because they was hurt, and
that's true. They were hurt.
Shakira Austin came back late. Elena Deladon ain't there no more. And who else? And Big Mama is they center.
We'll see what the future holds, man. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. 320 y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on the way out, man. Y'all can follow us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, 773-270-2799. We're the number 1 spot for everything Chicago Sky related. We got about, 1.5 months until the WNBA draft as well. So make sure you guys stay in tune with us for that one. But yeah, love you guys. Go Sky. Peace, y'all.